Mr. Tarek, if Adam doesn't release his grief soon, the emotional damage could become permanent.
18 months. No tears. Not at the funeral. Not in his room. His face had become a mask of stone.
He's slipping away. I am losing him too.
In his dark bedroom, Adam clutched a photograph, silent and still. His mother's smile was frozen behind glass.
Why can't I feel anything? Why can't I cry?
The grief was there, but locked tight, unreachable. He had learned to survive without emotion.
My son is vanishing inside himself, and I don't know how to stop it.
Dr. Harris's words echoed in Tariq's mind. The longer he suppresses this, the harder it will be to ever recover.
What else can I try? Every therapist, every technique, nothing breaks through. There has to be a way.
The mansion was a tomb of silence. Hope was running out, a few miles away, in a tiny restaurant. The evening shift was quiet and slow. Inside the kitchen, Olivia polished wine glasses, humming a melody she never shared with anyone.
That old song, it always finds me when my hands are busy.
She'd first heard it in a hospice years ago, a patient's whispered lullaby. A woman's voice, weak but full of love, sang it for someone coming to visit.
I kept that melody for myself, a treasure I didn't understand.
A coworker once asked her why she always hummed that tune.
Just an old song my grandmother used to sing. It's not a lie. Some truths are too fragile to expose.
She had no idea this very melody, buried in her memory, would soon unlock a boy's frozen heart. Tariq stared at the empty chair across the dining table and made a decision. They couldn't stay here. Minutes later, they were seated in a corner booth, the restaurant's quiet murmur replacing the mansion's silence. When Olivia approached, carrying their plates, a soft melody drifted from her lips, a lullaby she always hummed without thinking. The melody was so soft, so intimate, it seemed to belong only to the space between her and the plates she carried.
That song, it's cutting through the fog. I know this tune. I know it.
Look at his eyes. There's a flicker. After all these months, he's actually seeing something.
I don't even notice it anymore. This song just slips out when I am not paying attention. It's always there.
Don't stop. Please don't ever stop. It sounds like her. It feels like her.
Tariq saw it, the faintest tremor in Adam's expression, a crack in the stone, a breath where there had been only stillness.
I don't know what that song is, but it reached him. I'll find out everything. I have to.
After Adam pushed his plate away, untouched, Tariq caught Olivia's wrist as she passed the kitchen door.
That song you were humming. My son, he hasn't reacted to anything in over a year. Please, what is it?
The truth is buried deep. I can't tell him. I heard it from a dying woman. It's not my place. It's just an old lullaby I learned as a child. I hum it without thinking. Why?
A few minutes later, in a quiet corner, away from the emptying tables, Olivia stood before Adam. She closed her eyes and let the melody rise, soft and unhurried, each note a fragile offering.
It sounds exactly like her. Every note is a memory. But I can't. The tears are right there, and I can't let them out.
The song ended. Adam remained dry-eyed, though something in his stillness had shifted, a wall thinning, but not fallen.
Olivia, please, I'll pay you whatever you need. Come work with my son. Sing to him. Spend time with him. He responds to you.
This could pull me into a story I've been hiding from. But that boy is drowning. I can't be another person who walks away.
Olivia started spending afternoons at the mansion, but every hour felt like standing outside a locked room.
What if we read something together? Your father said you used to love adventures.
She's kind, but it's muffled, like a voice through water. Nothing feels real anymore.
3 sessions, and he's as distant as ever. I can't watch this fail again.
He's not rejecting me. He's rejecting the world. But I am not a miracle worker.
When she hummed the lullaby again, Adam retreated under his blanket, pulling it tight, a smaller, colder cocoon.
He's worse. He's pulling away from you too. Have you nothing else to try?
It's not a switch. Grief doesn't work like that. His walls are high, and I am just one person.
Tariq turned away, the weight of another failed hope pressing on his chest. The house swallowed the silence.
I put everything on her. Maybe there is no way. Maybe I'll lose him for good.
The call came at 3:12 p.m. The principal's voice was too calm.
A fight. Adam hit someone. That's not my son. What have I let happen?
On the playground, a boy had spat out words about a dead mother who couldn't love her son. Adam lunged.
He said she didn't love me. He said it. I saw red, and then I saw nothing.
The school report read, "Assault on a classmate. Adam has been unresponsive and now volatile."
This is the crack Dr. Harris warned about. Not healing, shattering. I am losing him faster.
Tariq found Adam outside the principal's office, a bruise blooming on his cheek, his knuckles raw.
She loved me. She did. But I can't say it. I can only hit.
That evening, Tariq called the therapist, his voice strained with a fear he hadn't felt since the funeral.
Dr. Harris, please, he's not just numb anymore. He's dangerous to himself. I need something else.
Olivia was passing the study when she heard Tariq's voice, sharp and desperate, begging the doctor for something else.
He's breaking. That boy is slipping through all our fingers, and I am carrying the one thing that might catch him.
She retreated to a quiet corner and let the lullaby surface in her mind, the song she'd kept like a locked diary years ago. In a hospice hallway, she'd stopped outside a room where a woman was singing. The melody had refused to let her go.
That song is the most honest piece of me, and I've been too afraid to share it.
That night, alone in her apartment, she called a friend and tried to explain.
I think I know why that lullaby means something to that boy, but if I tell them, they might never forgive me.
She didn't explain it fully, but the fear was real, that her silence had become its own secret.
I heard it from his mother. I was there when she was dying. How do I tell them that without sounding like a ghost?
The weight of the truth pulled on her, but for now she kept it hidden, not knowing that Tariq's investigation had already begun. Tariq called Olivia into his study, the door closing behind her like a verdict.
Olivia, I can't afford another failed attempt. Tonight, you sing it all, or we end this.
If he knew the truth, he'd throw me out. But I've come too far to let that boy drown. I'll sing it, exactly as I remember. But I can't promise it'll be enough.
An hour later, the mansion's wing fell silent. Adam sat on his bed, a statue waiting for impact.
Someone's coming. Something's on the air. I can feel the song before she opens her mouth.
Olivia entered, her shadow stretching across the floor, her voice already forming the first note. She knelt beside his bed, the lullaby rising like a fragile thread, pulled from deep memory. Tariq watched from the doorway, his chest tight, hope and fear tangling in equal measure. The first verse slipped through the room, and for a split second, the world held its breath. Adam's eyes glistened, his lips parted, the sound pulling him toward a cliff he couldn't jump from.
It's her voice, almost. I can feel the tears, but they won't come. Why won't they come out?
Olivia reached the chorus, the haunting crescendo where the melody always broke her own heart. Then, from downstairs, the unmistakable chime of a dropped tray. A servant's mistake, Sharp and sudden, Olivia flinched, losing the melody. The thread snapped. Adam's eyes shuttered. The fragile connection dissolved into ordinary air.
Number, we were so close. Again, try again. Please.
Tomorrow. He needs silence now.
She backed out, the lullaby unfinished. Her chest hollow with a failure that went deeper than words. Adam lay in the dark, the song still humming in his bones, a half-open wound that refused to close. At 2 in the morning, Olivia couldn't sleep. The lullaby was a thorn in her chest. She returned to his room without permission, needing to finish what was never meant to be interrupted. She knelt beside him and began the lullaby again, every note a plea for release.
Her voice is wrapping around me. It's like before. It's her. I can't hold it anymore.
The dam broke. A sob tore from his throat, raw and desperate.
Mommy, I want my mommy.
The cry cut through the mansion. Tariq, pacing in the hall, burst through the door. He saw Adam weeping, tears he hadn't shed for 18 months, and dropped to his knees. Olivia kept singing, her own tears falling, holding the space for father and son. Tariq wrapped his arms around Adam, the sobs echoing through the room like a long-awaited storm. When Adam fell asleep, Tariq led Olivia into the study, gratitude and unease warring on his face.
What you just accomplished. I don't have words, but I need the truth. Where did you learn that song?
He knows it's not a simple song. If I tell him now, he might see me as a stranger who invaded his wife's dying moments. I've told you, it's something I learned as a child. It doesn't matter where. It helped, that's what counts.
She's hiding something. This song broke through when nothing else could. I have to know why.
That night, Tariq made a call, his voice low and urgent, asking for a full background check on Olivia.
I need everything. Employment history, and any connection she might have to my late wife.
In the guest room, Olivia held her tiny music box, sensing the walls closing in around her.
He's going to find out. Once he does, will he see me as a gift or a threat?
The investigation had begun. The secret that bound them was about to break open. 2 days later, an envelope landed on Tariq's desk. Inside, Olivia's entire work history, including a hospice he knew too well.
Hospice custodian. Same months, Amara was there. She hid this.
He drove straight to the hospice, fists tight on the wheel, needing to hear it from someone who'd been there.
Do you remember a patient, Amara al-Rashid? Did she ever sing?
The nurse's eyes widened. Every day, a lullaby for her little boy, Adam, even when she was so weak.
That's the melody. Olivia learned it from my wife. No wonder it unlocked Adam.
He touched Amara's locket in his pocket. The one she wore that last week, now heavier than ever.
I need to hear it from Olivia. This is too precious to be a guess.
He returned to the mansion with the truth burning a hole in his chest, ready to confront the woman who held his son's healing.
Tonight, I'll ask her directly. No more shadows.
That evening, Tariq found Olivia in the study, the file open on his desk, her eyes already knowing.
You worked at the hospice. You heard my wife sing. That's my son's lullaby, isn't it?
I can't hide anymore. He deserves the truth. Even if it means losing everything. Yes, I was a cleaner. I heard your wife sing it every day. She sang for Adam, even when she could barely breathe.
She described the room, the sunlight, the beautiful woman who held a photo and sang a small boy's name into the melody.
I never spoke to her, but that song, it stayed with me. I hummed it for years, never knowing whose child it was for.
She's a witness to my wife's last love. I am grateful, but why keep it a secret? Why didn't you tell me? When you saw Adam's pain, why did you hide the truth?
Because I thought you'd see me as an intruder. I was just a cleaner, and your wife's memory is sacred.
The truth was finally spoken, but the air between them was thick with the cost of silence. Tariq said nothing more. He walked past Olivia and closed himself in his study, grief and rage tangling inside him.
She stole that song. She let me believe it was nothing. And yet, without her, my son might never cry.
The next morning, light barely touched the mansion when Adam's voice cracked the silence.
Dad, where is she? The lady who sang. I need her.
Tariq looked at his son, at the fragile need in his eyes, and felt the ground shift.
Olivia might not. She had to go. You'll be fine.
Number. I want her. She's the only one who makes it feel better.
He's begging for her. If I send her away, I break him again.
Adam turned his face to the wall, small and silent, the same awful silence that had lasted 18 months.
I can't punish him for my anger, but I can't forgive her yet either.
By noon, Adam had stopped speaking. He refused food. The old silence swallowed him whole.
The silence is louder now. He's retreating because of me. I drove away the only person who reached him.
Tariq sat in his study, staring at Olivia's business card. The name felt heavier than any contract.
Olivia, it's Tariq. I was wrong. Adam needs you. Will you come back?
Her voice was steady, but he heard the hurt. She didn't ask why he'd changed his mind.
She's coming. I can't forgive yet, but I can't let my son drown in his own silence.
An hour later, Olivia stood in the doorway of his study, waiting for the first word.
I am not ready to trust you, but he needs you more than I need my pride.
He led her to Adam's room, the silence between them heavy with unspoken words. Tariq stepped back, letting Olivia kneel beside the bed. Whatever happened now, he had chosen his son. Later, in the study, the air was thick with things unsaid. Tariq finally broke the silence.
I want you to stay. Not just for today. For as long as he needs you.
He won't look at me. This is still about Adam, not us. I'll take what I can get. All right, I'll stay, but I am not your employee anymore. I am here for Adam because he needs me.
Tariq slid a formal document across the desk, a contract for a long-term caregiver.
You still don't fully trust me, do you?
I trust that my son needs you. The rest takes time.
Time. The one thing grief doesn't give. I'll prove I am not a thief of her memory.
She signed without reading the numbers, then stood, ready to return to the boy's side. A fragile truce settled between them, united by a child's need, divided by a secret they'd both felt.
Your mom used to trace shapes on the window when the light came in. She said it was painting with sunshine.
She did that with me once. I remember.
She talked about you all the time. Every bird outside, every flower. She'd say, Adam would love this.
In her memory, the hospice room became a place of stories, Amara's voice weaving his name into every calm afternoon.
I didn't know she did that. I thought she just hurt.
They're building a world without me. All these pieces of her I never saw.
She was full of love. It didn't stop in that room. It's still here, in you.
Tariq stood back, grateful and gutted. The bridge was forming, but it didn't reach him yet.
Can we draw her today? With the sunshine?
Tariq retreated quietly, leaving the room where his wife's love was alive again, spoken by a stranger's voice. In the afternoon quiet, Olivia began to hum the lullaby again. This time it was just for Adam, a gentle thread between them. Tariq, passing the hallway, froze. The melody hit his chest like a stone.
This was her voice, her gift to our son. And I've never let myself mourn.
He walked into the room, drawn by something stronger than pride. His eyes were wet before he could stop them.
Dad, Are you crying?
Yes, son, I miss her too. I've held it in so long.
Tariq dropped to his knees and pulled Adam close, their tears mingling as Olivia's lullaby wrapped around them both.
This is what that song was always meant to do. Not just for the boy, for all of them.
For the first time since the funeral, father and son grieved as one, the lullaby no longer a secret, but a lifeline. The music ended, but the silence that followed was not empty. It was healed. 2 days later, they stood together at Amara's grave. The air was still, full of things finally allowed.
Mom, I am not stuck anymore. The song came back. Olivia brought it. I think you sent her.
Adam placed a worn photograph of his mother against the stone, the same one he'd clutched for 18 months.
Olivia, you didn't just give him a song. You gave us a way to remember her without breaking. Thank you.
I was just a witness. She is the one who loved him loud enough to reach me.
Tariq reached for her hand, a brief squeeze that said what words couldn't. You are no stranger.
I'll bring her flowers every week, the kind she drew with sunshine.
The three of them lingered as the light softened, no longer haunted, but held. The grave was no longer a wound. It was a place they could visit without crumbling. As they walked away, the lullaby lingered on the breeze, a gift that had finally found its home. That evening, the mansion's living room felt different, warmed by a quiet gratitude that filled the space.
Olivia, this was Amara's. She'd want you to have it. You carried her love back to us.
He pressed a small silver locket into her hand. Inside was the photo Amara always kept close.
I can't. I don't deserve this. I was just in the right place at the right time.
Yes, you do. Mom sent you. Keep it.
Adam stepped forward and wrapped his arms around Olivia, a small but fierce hug.
You are not an outsider anymore. You are part of this family.
I never thought I'd find a home inside a song, but here I am.
The three of them stood together. A new portrait framed by the fading light, Amara's photo watching over them. The lullaby was no longer a memory of loss. It was the sound of a family reborn. A few weeks had passed. The mansion no longer felt like a tomb. Adam's room now held a bright drawing of a sun on the wall in the garden. Adam's laughter rang out, a sound that had been absent for so long it felt new.
Catch it, Adam. Almost.
Olivia kicked a ball gently, and Adam chased it, his small body finally free. Tariq watched from the terrace, a peaceful smile on his face, something he'd thought he'd lost forever.
Don't tire him out completely. We still have dinner.
Olivia knelt and brushed grass from Adam's knee, a simple gesture that spoke of belonging.
Can we have a picnic tomorrow? Mom liked picnics.
The words no longer cut. They were a bridge to memory, not a weight. Light had returned to the household. Not the harsh light of moving on, but the soft glow of carrying love forward. Evenings settled over the mansion, soft and unhurried. The house, once so silent, now breathed with small sounds. In the corner, Adam sat with a small music box, winding it carefully, his fingers remembering. He began to hum the lullaby, not from grief, but from a place of quiet remembering.
You really love that song now, don't you?
It feels like she's still here, like she never left.
Tariq entered, pausing at the doorway, watching his son with a peace he never thought possible. The music box played on, its tiny notes filling the room where Amara's photo smiled from the mantel. The lullaby was no longer just a memory. It was a living thread connecting them all, and the boy who hadn't cried for 18 months now carried her song wherever he went. It was no longer a sound of loss. It was the sound of a family that had learned to heal.